Good early morning, everybody. Yes, it is very early. Not the planned stream I had for today, but that bear's having trouble sleeping, so here we are. Welcome. One day at a time. Space Engineers Survival playthrough on Downtime. Get my early morning radio voice going. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you've had a great weekend. Quick weather note. We do have storms going through the area. I'm not expecting them to interrupt this, but if I need to cut this stream short, I hope you'll understand. Since this is a after hours stream, I'll tell you what my initial thoughts are as far as what we could be doing. I think what we will probably be doing today is harvesting. Harvesting not only more ice, hopefully, because we do need to collect more ice. Need to get some salvage. So what I'm going to do all right, a couple small thoughts real quick. First of all, the only connector on our Triton here is this one inside this very small hangar. To me, it's not really the most effective thing. So I was thinking I might get rid of that connector and just add a small cargo container to increase some of our cargo carrying capability. And at the same time, I could also get rid of these guns and we could possibly build a small grid miner that might expedite some of our resource collection. That we could possibly then plug in there. Not entirely sure. Don't have anything in that connector right now. Let me make sure I'm not in, sorry. Sure, not in creative mode. I am not. We're also going to keep an eye out for, we got an assert research base nearby. We can salvage or get rid of, however we decide to do that. I think I'm going to go and get rid of this though. We'll replace it with a small cargo container. We can always add connector later if we decide to do the other. That was all steel. Green grab. Let's see if I got any interior plate in here. I'm not sure if I do or not. I do. Outstanding. We're going to get rid of that. We are going to pull a small cargo container, hopefully. And see if we had... which could be a problem. Yep. Of course, it's not necessarily an issue because we have plenty of grids. Some of our salvage wrecks. And we've got plenty of small tubes, without a doubt. we should have plenty of small tubes. I don't know why we don't have more there, unless I use them to make the large cargo container, which is very possible. Make sure. Yep, 8 small tubes. That's all we need. Anyway, so that's my thought. I think what we're going to do is go over to this nearby wreck first. Over this direction. We'll go over that wreck detector ping. I'll collect everything that we can, and then go from there. Yeah, I think that's what we'll plan for right now. We are gonna probably have to come up with some sort of charging solution for the Triton here. I'm trying to stick to using mostly atmospherics. And it really does seem like the best way to go. So this is such an early morning, I don't really expect to have a whole lot of people joining us live. I'll probably keep the talk to a minimum. But yeah, this will probably be the majority of what we're doing today. It's just collecting resources from our wrecks. Got smuggler. Check them out here in just a moment. They may be worth the effort, they may not. See once we get down here. Set down safely. That's the key. Check of our smuggler. If that's anybody we really want to look at. Cautious scavenger. Not a terrible design. Not too bad. Last time we tried to capture one of these, though, was in our Let's Make Contact series. Actually had an AI boss on it, which was weird, and we ended up dropping out of the sky and dying. So, well, we're not going to worry about doing that right this moment. We are going to go ahead. Head out. We need small pipes. So, expecting we'll be able to find plenty of that. We should have plenty of grids, large steel tubes, as you can see. Great stuff. And this will, of course, be in no small tubes in this. but nothing in it either. Okay. Get rid of that. What else do we got here? Batteries. We might haul those off. This might have some. All steel tubes. There they are. It'll be enough to take care of our I think that would be enough. We need 8. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, it was good. All right. We've got that taken care of. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we're just going to start, I'm going to start grinding this stuff down. Again, I'm going to try to keep an eye on the, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, but I'm not really expecting a whole lot of chat activity today. So if it takes me a minute to respond, if you say something, just bear with me. Do that. Magnesium, silicon, ice over here too. All right. I think we're going to be in a good resource gathering here. Don't want to drop there. Something evidently. Yeah, we're gonna need plenty of steel plate if we building a ship. Miner. Probably would not be a bad idea to go ahead and start thinking about having a hydrogen tank that we'll be able to fill the Atlas with. For those of you that were here the last time we were played, did come across, said I was going to find the blueprint for the Liberty that we discovered there, and surprisingly, I was not able to find a blueprint. I was actually very surprised. I expected to find blueprint since we had to name the ship. It going through several pages of blueprints, I was unable to find one that matches the ship we found.
Warning, please check inventory for extraneous tools.
Let's see. It's gonna be a lot of parts right there. How many do we have left here? Lots of grids. Some large steel tubes. I think what we... kind of want to get a balance of parts. We're not going to be able, I doubt we're going to be able to carry all of this.
Engineer,
Dang
a
it.
steel plate cannot get to your inventory.
I should. I struggle every time we run into these issues here, and I struggle with whether to change my inventory size. And, I have ultimately not done it, changed it, because that's not the way we started this playthrough, and that was the way it was originally planned, so. If you're wondering why we haven't done that yet, that's the reason why. That gyro is going to be like at least 2 trips, if not more, probably 3.
No matter how hard you push, that will never fit.
Inventory. Half of our inventory. Takes. Get our power. One minute, guys. Okay, to verify something. Thought I had perhaps mistitled this episode. We got about half of our cargo capacity. With if I get this second gyro, and for the most part, with the exception of motors, these give a large amount of steel plate, large tubes. Not too bad. Definitely get that stuff from here. Grids. May need to get Liberty is where we're going to get motors, which I'm sure we're going to need a bunch of, although we should have a good number of them already in inventory. Trying to think of what to take to get the most bang for the buck. Grids. Large steel tubes. I have inventory here. Let me get there. Should lock that up. I think I can take these now. Okay. Should be able to take this, that. Still connected here. That. Putting some solar panels on our Triton is probably not a terrible idea. Yeah, be a bad idea. Help keep the batteries charged. Mm-hmm. Take this. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and take these. Take these back. I don't know if there's really anything to gain from going after the research facility or research base. Rack, suggested drone static grid, logistics post, research facility. Yeah, I'm not really. I don't think we're actually going to get anything from that. Possibly drones. Assembler. Don't have any kind of refinery, do we? Dude. Yeah. Okay. every foot down. Does look like I got every foot down. All right. Okay. So I'm going to transfer as many of these parts over as I can. As the rain comes pouring down. Outside. It's under though, so okay right now. Let's see. Get those. That. Okay. Hmm. Cargoes, here we go. Those. Just take one. Okay, so if I am going to try to make a miner this. Hmm. Hmm. There's a few things I'm thinking about right now, guys. That. Get that. Really need this anymore because we've got the refinery on board. It's a quarter. Let me take this. Should not have to. Hmm. All that's in there. If I can get a connection situation devised for the Triton, we'll be in good shape because we can get. We don't need that basic assembly. We don't need the basic refinery. There we go. Get it out. Space is terrible. Take forever to get all this stuff unloaded. Grab those. War, really? Ugh. Need to see what the bearing is here. If anything goes down other than to thrusters. Right? Yep. And there's really no way to get that up. I'm betting a connector on the top is the only way to really get. And that's going to be, I'm going to say it's going to be difficult. It's just, yeah, that's the best place. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. All right. So those. Ugh. Be a pain. Gotta get that off though, because those gravity components are so much weight. Steel plates, those should come pretty quick. A little skip. Ladybug. That's it. That's gotta be it. Yeah, we don't see her yet. It's full. So give me a little bit more. I don't think it's going to make that much difference with the gravity components, but it's something. Hey, I got 4 of them now instead of 3. Can't complain too much. I'm sure I'll find a reason to. Yeah, I think if we put, throw some solar panels on top, that'd be good. Give the Triton just a little bit of incoming energy during the daytime. Won't take too long. I'm a huge fan of Off. That scrap. So that. Feel like plus that. Go ahead and grab these. Stick those here if they'll fit. Should fit. Okay. Part of me that says I should go ahead and put, we should start putting together a miner, small miner, to be able to gather more ice. There is another part of me that says we should go ahead and do the connector for this. Which will go here. Okay. Change that to a conveyor block. Junction. Or I could make another small cargo container that'll work just as well also. Ooh. I don't know. I think we're gonna go with a small cargo container. May not be the best idea, but do it. Got a connector. Okay. I think we'll do an insect connector. Just the airtight thing going. Mostly airtight, right? Spin this around now. Excuse me. Never used for parking. There we go. Okay, if nothing else, we can set up some sort of docking thing there. not going to be easy to do that. So let's might as well do one for the Alice too, because it's a top connector. Let's see what we put together, guys. Should we use piping? Have an idea. Okay. Need to go up. We're going to need to go up quite a bit. I need 2 of the ends. We are end up having to use this as kind of a guide. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, at least. Yeah, we'll go 8 then. Color we want to go. I think we should have a yellow in there. Lost the yellow though. Let's see here. That's what it feels like. Can't do it because of the ship. Move ship. And this is kind of important to get this where it's just where we can plug in, but where we can plug in smartly. Tough. Not to hit the power pole there. We're gonna have to be even. It's gonna be tough. way higher than 8. Way higher than 8. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where I was going to put. Now we're going to have to go higher than that. Yeah. I have to go higher than that. These. Keep our access as simple as possible here. That's crap, dude. It's dumb. Get those put into production. Tubes, okay. It should be able to get the rest there. Use those. That open. Okay. Goodness, jeez. Gotta be kidding me. Everything else, huh? That. This is gonna be a pain to build. I mean, ultimately, I think it's the way it's gonna need to go, but don't really know if I need these. That one might not be a bad idea, because we might be able to build off that and throw a drill rig down to do a quick collection of that ice, but oh. Small tubes, man. Blows my mind. It's still an issue. Leave that there. Okay. Let's get down here. Bet if I move those, I can move those stackable wind turbines up there. 4. Do that. Get much better. Oh, we'll get much better power up there. I'd say much better. It may not be any different than what it is now, but it's still. Will still be, technically it will be better. And it clears this area, so I'm not just running into it. All right. Okay. Let's take this stuff down. Okay. Not. There we go. Positive. So now I'm gonna need one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11. All right. The two. Of 120, yeah. And 140. Get some production of some small pipe going here. We need that. Start needing some interior plate. Components, dadgummit. Started at least. Little bits at a time, little bits at a time. Do I have in my... Must be missing. There's the motors. See. Yeah, I should be able to get one more. Let's see, 7. We need to go get motors here soon. Sad thing is I'm gonna need to get so I can at least drop this stuff in here. That's the other thing. That'll be fun. Okay. I think we got enough. I think we're gonna get the motors there. I think the motors are gonna have to come from Liberty. So we're gonna put those from.
The full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
Finally. Goodness. The other good thing about this is that once we get this we'll be able to charge the batteries for the Triton. Okay, so I'm gonna need one pipe and a connector. Sit up here and float and waste hydrogen just sitting here floating while I pick up what's going to be in the build planner. This will take care of this. That motor. So we're gonna need a pipe. Goodness. Kid me. Interior plate. Okay. Didn't quite look the way I thought it was going to look. I thought that was going to look different. Should provide everything we need. Yep. Now we can finish welding that up, and we're all good. And we're going to put a similar arm out this way. Did not go the way I thought that was going to look. Okay. Let me grab some steel plate. Where that extra motor goes, I don't know. All right. Motor. Everybody's got a motor. I'm getting it. Okay. Not sure where the motor came from. be the support structure. Ugh. That's off size. It looks pretty sturdy. Yeah, that looks good. Try to put some stuff in there for decorative value. Let's see. I think that's good for right now. I'm not gonna. I do think what I'll probably end up doing is bring out a pipe. And that's again if we don't find a better place to work with. But I might need to put a block down here. Run a pipe out this way. Over a ways. A hydrogen tank. For the hydrogen. for now. Let's me I'm gonna go ahead and connect. I want to unload all the ore and everything. Got that there too. Go ahead and get these. Let's get that off there. Switch lock for that. Should be good. 4, 7. Take everything from in here that we can, put it in the large cargo container so that we can grab other things. Good. Great. Okay. All right, so it's good. How they go on? We need to go over to the Liberty and harvest all kinds of motors and other parts and stuff. We should probably go through all of the spaces at the Bailey's Folly. There's probably some resources over there that we can grab. Should be good. So, and do that. Here's the challenge. Getting in. Park this thing is not going to be the easiest thing in the world. Haven't had anything else pop up. I think what we'll probably end up doing, because I think at best right now we're looking at maybe 45 minutes to an hour tops. 45 minutes. Just call it 45 minutes. Be end this stream. We still may, at least my plan is right now, I will still try to do the stream that we normally do on Mondays. Body cooperates. Sleep I lost. If I'm not able to, at least we will have gotten this out today. There are a number of things I have to get done this week. The TikTok ban, sell, whatever thing. I got pushed another 75 days, so I'm actually currently working on a recording for our DIY channel that I want to try to get produced and done. See what that actually turns out. But working on that. I have some work to do on the Jeep this week. This coming weekend, event with the Jeep Club that I need to prepare for. But all that being said, the plan is to still try to get the streams done when they normally would be. So unless something changes, which again I'm not expecting major change, just is that. Oh yes. Got another wreck detector, yay! Oh. Yeah, 2. Guess I missed one. I'm not going to complain. Got there. Something's not right. It's only supposed to be 5 kilometers away. Strange. Okay. GPS. Thought, okay. Okay. No clue what that is. That's the one just a little bit away from us. That's a small grid. Which might not be a bad idea to get. Have one of those. So. And this should be our, yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure where we were at. And our big thing we're trying to collect here is going to be motors. Oh, we should also be able to get a lot of small steel tubes. So that's the plan. Lots of motors, though. To be honest, we're going to be in need of motors, so see if we're going to be doing any building down here. At the rear end of the ship facing this way. These here, hopefully. Slow, slow, slow. Here we go. Quick refill. Well, I say quick. It's not going to be as quick as it needs to be. That's for certain. Go ahead and take a look at our Rex again. What's this one? That's in space. This just appears to be a platform. Just kind of... Yes, this is just a platform. Well, I guess we'll have some steel plate. That is weird. That's just kind of odd. I gotta be honest with you. Kind of odd. Crazy. Okay. Let's wait, my lights aren't working anymore. Yep. Motors, motors, motors. Let's start with the small ones first. It's these large thrust strap. Yeah, I'm just gonna start with these.
Warning, please check inventory for extraneous tools. Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game settings. You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC?
Ouch.
Engineer, a steel plate cannot get to your inventory. No matter how hard you push, that will never fit.
Construction components aren't necessarily a miss either. But since we ran out of those too, so I'm not too gonna be too picky about that. We have a large thruster over here. Hard to tell. I thought. Call. Oh man, only 35.
Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing.
I hoped for more. Really thought we would get more out of that. There may still be some motors that we can, thrusters that we can access from the inside. Yeah, perhaps. Or perhaps not. Okay. I'm gonna start getting, gonna start collecting this stuff. Small tubes. Girders. It's not gonna hurt.
Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game settings. Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game settings.
Oh. Just landed on me.
You seem to be overloaded. Have you considered our inventory DLC?
I don't want all these parts falling on me.
Warning. Please check inventory for extraneous tools.
Construction components, not bad. What is smoking down there? Oh, it's a gun. Okay. Neat.
A steel plate cannot get to your inventory. Engineer. A steel plate cannot get to your inventory.
Lot more inventory space to work with. I don't think we're going to try to get everything here, though. Small grid we might be able to do something with. I was thinking about that, whether I need to consider making a surface rover. Again, don't want to waste. We're already down to 68% on our hydrogen on our Triton. And every time we make a trip, we're using more of that. Uranium. Oh, that's not good. Just realized that we are out of uranium. Need to be smart. Yeah, we're gonna need more of this because we're still building stuff. There we go.
No matter how hard you push, that will never fail.
Build the Atlas. Plug in. There's that. Do a conveyor network check here. See what we have, if anything. Oh. Okay. Right here.
No matter how hard you push,
Burn it.
that will never fail.
Crap. And I'm ahead. Here. Get these. grab something over here. I don't know. Callisto. Quick look at a Callisto. Huh. Interesting. Should we try it? Should we try it? Ugh. Refill. And I'll give the Callisto a try. Do it. Okay. Seeing much in the way of guns on the back. I am expecting us to get intercepted by drones, so. A wasp. Make sure I stay out of range. Oh, buddy, you're gonna have a bad day today. I'm gonna tell you what. Besides the guns.
No matter how hard you push,
Okay.
that will never
So, where you go? Didn't look at the bottom, so I don't know what we got on the bottom. Like at least one gun. Feel like though, if I can stay. Shoot. Not what I wanted. Whoa, move.
That looks painful, and yet
Yeah,
you
it was.
maintain full mobility. Curious.
Jeez, man. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, we know we got the guy at the front, so I gotta be careful going in
No
here.
matter how hard you push, that will never
Damn
fit.
it. Shooting. Yeah. Okay. So we got a bad guy shooting at batteries. That's great. Let's get a look. What do I got? Interior turrets. I don't know if I can get.
No matter how hard you push, that will never fit. Inventory is full. Maybe consider changing game setting. Warning, please check inventory for extraneous tools.
Little bit of what do I have in my inventory? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, crazy. Two. Mosquito.